Look, feeling is not always easy work. I know we all know this, and I don't even necessarily mean feeling hard feelings, although that is true as well. Um, I'll give an example for what it is I'm speaking to right now. So, if you at all have seen any of my videos, you would probably have noticed that I have a lot of ticks and twitches that go on very consistently. Um, you know, to put it simply, it's a neurological thing. Um, but I feel them happening all the time, and I don't believe that they're going to be a permanent thing by any means. I have my own intuition about all of it and what it means and what it is, and yada yada yada. Um, but so, for instance, what I'll do often and right now, which gives me a lot of relief from the ticks and twitches, is feeling into them as fully as possible. But I have to feel into them in a way and almost like hold. It's like a continuous, like really slow leaning into all of the ticks and twitches and like where the feelings arise, and because I can feel where they arise before, like as soon as they get activated, before they kind of manifest physically, right? So it's like this really slow leaning into all of them at the exact same time. And for instance, today I've been doing that for probably the last, I don't know, about 2 hours now. And, there'll be times it's like I let go a little bit and I can feel the twitch and tick come back. Um, and when I lean into them like this and feel them fully, I get a lot of relief, and I also get a lot calmer. I get a lot more present. I feel like I have a lot more space. So there are a lot of benefits that come from it. But when I say it's not easy, what I mean by that is it's almost like holding a rep at the gym or something consistently for that amount of time. It almost, because it's very physiological too. Like I'm feeling into it, and it's, um, like when I feel into it, it's like certain parts of my body will then like slightly flex, and it's just, it's it's all different things that happen. So it's not, and it's like you have to use so much consistency and like awareness in the way that you can't let it drop out of your awareness, because if you drop it for too long, then it's gone, and then you're just back to it all just kind of happening on its own again. Um, so in this way, the reason I'm making this is because I have many other things that I get to feel into like this. And get to is not exactly the right word, but it also is, so whatever. That I get to feeling like this. But what I wanted to make this video for is to encourage anybody else to see if what are the places in your life or in your field like that you can feel that are uncomfortable, but maybe you also think there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe it's a pain that's been there for years. Maybe it's whatever. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. If there's something that's uncomfortable that you just either accept, or you're avoiding because it's just always been there, or it's just too frustrating or painful or whatever the thing is, I encourage you to find those places inside yourself and feel into them deeper and more fully and more consistently as often as you can. Because the reason for doing so, not only will you most likely feel better and feel relief um, and feel just more present and more grounded and more in touch with yourself, this also is a fantastic way of um, deepening your awareness and allowing you to just become more aware, because this is sort of in a way like going to the gym for your awareness, okay? And what I mean by that is like it's just like anything else. This is like a muscle that you flex, and the awareness obviously is not obviously a literal muscle, um, but it's the exact same thing. It's the more you do it, the more you have a felt sense of what it means to have awareness and to be aware, and to how it feels to stay in that awareness and to not leave, and it just becomes easier and deeper. And so this is like I said, it's a fantastic way to do this on a consistent basis, because I know, all of us, I say most of us, God bless you if you don't, have some pain point or many pain points or areas of discomfort in our body or our field or somewhere that we could consistently feel into, that would allow us this opportunity to become more in touch with ourselves and more connected with ourselves, and then B, more aware. And then in that, B feeds into A feeds into B, C probably comes out of nowhere, and then there's just everything just is better and better and better and better. So with that, and I just I want to say it's not so this has worked in many areas of my life, and then I probably won't go on for much longer. I don't want to make this too long, but just as one more example, for instance, I've had at times in my life a lot of this really intense pain in my lower back, which I used to just feel like it was like a curse, right? But it was actually quite the opposite, because when I noticed that it was always there, it gave me a very strong anchor point for me to dive fully into with my awareness. And then in doing so, there started to be gifts that came out of diving into this pain point. And this is the same thing like the ticks and the twitches and all of this. There's always deeper gifts inside of these pain points and the discomfort. So, like for my lower back, so much started to come out of it the more I dove in there, and now I don't experience that same level of pain or discomfort there anymore. But I was able to hold on and anchor the gifts that came from diving into there. So there, in a way, is kind of like that transmutation that happens. So yeah, I highly encourage you to um, find where these pain points are in you or around you or whatever they are. Dive into them without judgment, with openness, um, as calmly as you can, and just feel into it, and just see what's there, and go as slow and open as you possibly can, and just try to remain there for as long as you can. And if you're anything like me, you're gonna pop out, and you're gonna go back, and then you're gonna pop out, and then you go back, pop out, and then you go back, and you just keep doing this. And this is strengthening so many different dimensions inside of yourself um, to be able to remain, to be able to stay in that awareness and stay in your center of self, because that's where you're going to be operating from when you're doing this, and you're going to be integrating these other parts into you, and you're going to feel more whole and more total. So there's really nothing but good. At least whatever, it doesn't matter. There's nothing but good, if that's correct or not. There's nothing but good that can come out of uh, doing this and feeling deeper and feeling more. So um, it's very simple and straightforward, but we end up making this complex. So yeah, feel free. Like I said, always feel free to leave a comment, hit me up, let me know if you have any questions about anything. Just let me know. I'm here.